If you thought Coachella Weekend 1 was a disaster marked by minimalist sets and divided fans, that chaos carried straight into Weekend 2, bringing hazardous weather and new controversies. While the first weekend was defined by Justin Bieber's polarizing production choices, this second weekend is being compared to District 12, becoming an exercise in survival and high-stakes spending. From dust storms, Coachella coughing, to the Muslim community weighing in on Coachella, to Madonna getting called out, we've got to get into all of this. The primary concern for those arriving for the second weekend was a severe environmental shift, you guys. As thousands of festival goers returned to Indio, they were met with powerful winds and thick dust that prompted serious health warnings from medical professionals.
This is what Coachella cough sounds like at 10:41 p.m. after I woke up at 4 in the morning to drive back Palm Springs for my...
With temperatures climbing into the 90s, the risk of dehydration was high, and experts urged fans not to wait until they were thirsty to drink water and electrolyte-heavy beverages. We've got to talk about the infamous Coachella cough. It became widespread as the wind stirred up desert grit, leading to a spike in emergency room visits for coughing, shortness of breath, and asthma flare-ups.
This is a PSA if you're going to Coachella Weekend 2. Everyone Weekend 1 got a Coachella cough. There's something going around. Dust is so bad. With the way the wind was blowing, it was dust, nose, in your eyes on a whole other level. It was way worse than any other Coachella I've experienced. Even people who are wearing bandanas still got a Coachella cough. I still feel the dust in my lungs. It is that bad. I'm not even kidding. It's really that bad. It was the worst when leaving after Justin Bieber. The dust was blowing in everyone's eyes as we were going back to the Uber line. Since Weekend 1 is already done, now there is less grass on the festival grounds.
Because I can't breathe, so
Another layer of Coachella drama this year wasn't even on stage, it was online, where some Muslim influencers and attendees started catching heat for being there. On a thread from Reddit, users were openly side-eyeing Muslim creators who attended the festival this year, questioning their authenticity, values, and even accusing them of being greedy or hypocritical for participating in mainstream influencer culture, since Muslims are not really encouraged to go to events that involve music and free mixing with people of the opposite gender.
Wallahi, if you're a Muslim that goes to Coachella, fear Allah, that place is simply demonic. Literally the only thing I'm seeing and you're seeing probably on your For You page. The fact that influencers are being paid tens of thousands of dollars to come to the event, free hotels, everything, just to promote the event, I'm telling you, is demonic. Why are we so caught up in the social media world wanting to be where everything is, where everyone is? It's like a tactic to remove everyone's focus from the main things, like what's happening in Palestine, Lebanon, Pakistan, all over the world. Remember, you're a Muslim and that's always first. Not Justin Bieber being your childhood love. Ooh, Bieber Ella. Allah forgive and guide all of us.
One of the few Muslim TikTok influencers who ended up going to Coachella this year goes by Aisha Haroon, and she made a video detailing her Coachella experience, saying she didn't enjoy it as much as she expected, and many people in the Muslim community responded in the comments with things like, well, what did you expect? And questioned why she would attend an event like that in the first place as a Muslim.
I went to Coachella, aka Bieberchella, for the first time and also the last time last week. Let's talk about it. Let's debrief, okay? The fact that it's literally been 3 or 4 days since I posted my last TikTok, I genuinely needed to decompress after Coachella. That was the most overstimulating, insane experience of my life, and that's why I say it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Like, I truly don't really have a desire. I do not have a desire to go back to Coachella unless the only thing that will ever get me out to Coachella is Drake. If Drake performs, you will be seeing me there, okay? Anyways, so I was invited with Metacube, and they gave us artist fans. We had a little glow-tel, which they rented out an entire really cute vintage hotel for all of the Metacube creators. Now, I personally was not paid to go to Coachella. I know a lot of people get like tens and thousands of dollars to attend and like do different posts. I just went with Metacube. I posted like one little get ready with me, and that was that. I don't know if other people were paid for it, but I personally wasn't. I just kind of wanted to go to see Justin Bieber and Sabrina Carpenter. I also have always said, like, I will never go to Coachella unless I'm invited with a brand. Like, I don't want to figure out accommodations. I don't want to figure out how to get into the festival, because when you go with a brand, everything is just like a lot easier. You have shuttle service that gets you directly like straight into Coachella, which is only like a 5 or 10 minute walk from where you get dropped off to like the main stage. And also having artist passes, just make sure you can like bypass everything. There's like free water and snacks and stuff like in the VIP artist pass area. You're kind of like hanging out with your peers and celebrities and artists, and really it's cool. And you get like closer access to the stage as well, so you're not like shoved into GA. However, for majority of the performances, it was fine. Like, there was space, like you can enjoy yourself. For Justin Bieber, it did not matter if you were in GA, artist, VIP. Everybody was sardines up in there, okay? Everybody. I stood in one spot for an hour and a half in cowboy boot heels, and people, I'm telling you, it was gridlock. People were still trying to shove their way inside so they could be front row. Like, it was rude. It was so rude. I feel like there should be concert etiquette. People do not have that, okay? The dust was definitely dusting. Your feet definitely hurt. So should I have worn sneakers? Yes, but I wanted to commit to my fits, and I wore my cowboy boots with some Dr. Scholl's inserts. And honestly, it really helped. My feet were still sore, but I feel like they would have been sore if I wore sneakers anyways. So all the stuff you hear about, like the walking, the hydration, all that, like definitely take those tips in. But that wasn't like the shock factor for me. For me, it was the sheer amount of people. I have never in my life been surrounded by that many people aside from another religious place that I've been to that I won't mention because stuff would allow me mentioning this in Coachella video should not happen. But it truly was giving that level of people. I think the one thing that I feel like would have made my experience better is if I actually had a +1. So a lot of the times, at least with the brand that I was with, they didn't allow +1. So low-key, I was kind of alone majority of the time, just vibing. Like some of my friends wanted to see, or like some of the people in the MetaQ crew had their own itineraries, people they wanted to see. So I was just kind of like, all right, well, I'm gonna just vibe on my own. I feel like in a place where there's a lot of people, it doesn't really matter. So I saw Justin Bieber alone, I saw Giveon and Kehlani, and I was there screaming, no shame, nothing. And I low-key feel like I kind of enjoyed myself a little bit more because I didn't have to like go on anyone's schedule. But I'd love to have like one of my cousins there or something. Yes, but it wasn't as bad as I thought, honestly. But yeah, overall, I think it was definitely an experience. I'm happy I got to experience, but I'm not running or rushing to go back. Absolutely not, unless Drake comes. And I'm dead serious about that. If Drake ever headlines, just know I'm there.
The top comment read, just because a brand invites you doesn't mean you have to say yes. As a hijabi, I don't see hijab as just a piece of fabric. It's a commitment to modesty, values, and the space I choose to be in. Events like Coachella aren't always aligned with that, and that's okay. Not every opportunity is meant for us. Not every platform deserves our presence. Choosing where not to go is just as powerful as choosing where to show up. Aisha responded and said, I just wanted to go, and now that I did, I know it's not for me. Sorry, I'm not perfect like you. Now, the Coachella drama continued into weekend 2 when Madonna made a surprise appearance during Sabrina Carpenter's set. She performed snippets of hits like Vogue and Like a Prayer, but the moment was quickly overshadowed by lip-syncing accusations. Social media users claimed she relied heavily on a backing track, sparking criticism that the festival is becoming more of a celebrity parade than a showcase for live music. Meanwhile, Sabrina was widely praised for her live vocals, making the contrast even more noticeable. Now, that's not the only thing Madonna was getting called out for. She was also getting called out for her outfits and just her overall performance. This tweet with over 2,000 likes, do you think it's time for Madonna to retire? Now, it's not clear whether she was lip syncing or not, but a lot of people thought she was, and she was getting a lot of backlash for this. Why bring out Madonna or guests if they're just going to lip sync? Waste of time. 67-year-old Madonna struggles with her vocals at Coachella while wearing lingerie alongside Sabrina Carpenter. But this mix of extreme weather, skyrocketing costs, the food, the tickets, and performance controversies has come to define the 2026 Coachella experience. As attendees head home with dusty lungs and lighter wallets, it raises a bigger question. Has Coachella's cultural prestige been overtaken by the sheer physical and financial exhaustion of the event? What do you guys think? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. Did you go to Coachella this year? Are you ever planning on going? Let me know all your thoughts on everything that went down on weekend 2. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.